Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you enjoyed your work day. Tay Thursday's over with. We're getting ready to step right into our favorite day of the week, Friday, baby. That's right. All right, so now we're getting ready to do a little side-by-side action, okay? A little Snap-On versus Icon. Decided to go on down to Harbor Freight today and pick up the metric set of the Icon Stubby wrenches, which has 12-point combination wrench, 15-degree offset on the box end portion. Says it's perfectly balanced in the middle for comfortable grip, and it has an angled open end to allow for easier fitment in tight spaces. Their sizes include 10 through 19 millimeter, no skips. I'm going to put a little picture down here in the corner because I found a used Snap-On set online for $189, and I spent all of $50 for the Icon 10-piece set. I can tell you I spent a hell of a lot more than $189 when I bought these brand new. How much? I'm not exactly sure. It's been about 7 years or 8 years now since I bought these. How do I know that? Because I still have my Oregon driver's license number etched into the damn thing. That's how I know how long I've had them. But at any rate, we're going to pull out a couple here. We're going to pull out a 10 millimeter. We're going to pull out the 13 millimeter. We're also going to take out the 10 and 13 millimeter of the Icon. Now, side by side glance. If I was to take both the 13 millimeter and put them side by side, there is a substantial length difference. I know, I'm really far away. I'm going to put the picture down here for you guys to check out. Alright, so now you guys got a rough idea, side by side comparison of length. Enough of my jibba jabba. It's time to fuck shit up. So, let's bust out. Should you start with the 13? No. Let's start off with the 10, okay? 10's a little bit easy to break, right? So I'm going to take this 10 millimeter bolt and we're going to tighten it on down in the vise. Okay. I'm going to run it down. Now I put 2 washers on this, kind of act as a little bearing, if you will, all right? I'm not going to grease it up. We're going to treat it as a little bearing. Let's start off with the, let's just start off with Icon, right? Fuck it, let's do it. All right, so at first, before I go double wrenching, because I really want to double wrench, and I got 4 of these, because we're going to try out the box end as well as the open end. I'm just going to snug it on down by hand, see if I can get an overall feel of comfortability. Now notice I'm using the vise with my hand as well. That's because sometimes when you're in a tight spot, you might find yourself grabbing on part of the engine. Alright, now I'm getting a little bit tighter. I'm going to stop and bring the camera over and zoom in for you. Alright, so now I can tell you by feel. Yeah, it feels pretty comfortable for the most part. I'm not going to complain about comfort when it comes to tightness. Let's take the 10 millimeter Snap-On and put it up here real quick. So I got a little bit more leverage, right? So I can turn it a little bit easier than I can with a super stubby Icon. But I will tell you this. There's going to be certain situations that you wish you had a stubbier 10 millimeter. I have ran in situations where this stubby 10 millimeter was just a little bit too long, which is why I was very excited to pick up the Icon stubby wrench set. Now we're just going to get into some trouble here. I'm going to go ahead and double it up. We're going to see how well the open end holds up while I'm doubling up the box end portion. Now we're getting tighter. Broke the bolt. Okay, a little bit there on the inside where I doubled it up. But other than that, it held up. Crack this baby loose. Put our new 10 millimeter on here. Let's snug down that nut. Let's see how strong the open end is. Okay, so we're putting a little bit of gusto on it. Let me tighten this down a little more. I know you guys are wondering, how are you going to cheat the open end? Well, I'm going to take this metric 10 millimeter Allen and we're going to use it as our cheater bar, so to speak. So let me get that set up in there. Okay, I'm gonna hold the vise still. Let's do this. Oh, let's just take a look, shall we? All right, we're turning. It's biting. Come on, and let's take a close look. Oh yeah, it rounded the edge. It rounded it. All right, so the icon wrench did not open up. It rounded the shit out of the boat. Let's see what Snap-On does. All right, Snap-On 10mm. We already know that the box end's gonna break the shit, right? Now, you'd think, hey man, 8 years or so of owning these, haven't you used that open end like that? I haven't. I have not used the open end of this Snap-On stubby wrench for this type of extreme testing, but we're gonna go ahead and run it out anyways. Okay? Oh my God, right out the get-go. Okay, I want you all to get a good look at this. I'm just starting to snug down, and look what the open end is doing. This is a Snap-On. Look. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at fitment. This is a 13mm. It's a 13mm hex and 13mm open end with the Snap-On. Now let's take a look at the box end. Now let's take a look at the 13mm with the icon. Now we'll look at the box end. All right, so final thoughts and opinions. Look, I would buy these again and again. I picked these up for $50. They held up very well considering the circumstances, okay? They stacked up well against the Snap-On. As far as fitment goes, there was probably just as much slop in the Snap-On as there was in the icon. I'm giving icon 2 thumbs up as far as pricing, length. Snap-On, I'm giving 2 thumbs down based on pricing. I'm giving a 1 thumbs up based on length because I've only had a couple of situations where the Snap-On stubbies were just a little bit too long where I needed to get into a super tight space. And I'm giving Snap-On 2 thumbs up for durability. I'm giving Icon, I'll give Icon 1 thumbs up for durability because of the little deformation when we double box ended it up. And the fact that the Snap-On ones are about 8 years old and I've never actually double boxed them like that because I just don't find a need to do it. Even though I haven't had a need to do it with the Snap-On, we did see that there was no deformality whatsoever when I double boxed it. When I did with the Icon, we had one minute little scar. Now again, you would never do this, okay? You would never double box a midget wrench because if you could get a full-size wrench to where you needed to be, you'd have no reason to double box it, okay? But if you're buying the stubbies, there's a good chance that you're buying them because you can't get a full-size wrench in there, so you're not going to be double boxing it. Secondly, you're probably not going to be using the open end if you get into an area that you can't reach with a full combination wrench. You're most likely going to be using it for the box end portion, just enough to get it cracked loose to where you can hopefully run it out by the finger. So for that, I still think these are worth their weight in gold. For 50 bucks, all day, baby, all day. Now you can see we took it to the extreme and both the Snap-On and the Icon compared fairly damn close, okay? They both appeared to open up around the same exact time and round the bolt. Now these are fasteners that I picked up, Dorman fasteners that I picked up from O'Reilly's. And you know what? They were new fasteners, not older ones. Older ones are going to be a little bit harder, so you probably won't have that issue. These are made of some cheap chrome that I picked up from O'Reilly's. Take it for what it's worth. It's a brand new fastener. But the fact is they both rounded it equally. The open end did not open up on either one, okay? It rounded it before it opened it up. I like that. That says something. That says that they've stepped up the quality of their wrenches. So I'm super excited that we were able to do a side-by-side with these wrenches today. I hope you guys liked today's content. If you did, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, smash a thumbs down. Share if you want to share. Comment down below which one you thought was going to outperform the other. Do you have it in you to spend at least $200 on a metric stubby wrench made by Snap-On? Do you think that Icon selling theirs for 50 bucks is a fair deal? If you had to choose one over the other, which would it be? I'm not talking about other brands. We're talking specifically Icon versus Snap-On. In this situation, when it came down to everything we discussed in today's video, which would you choose and why? Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.